Motherhood is a beautiful thing only a select amount of people can experience. But in that select few of people who can experience motherhood, there are weirdos, okay, that we like to call boy moms. What is a boy mom? Now, it's not a mom that has a boy as like a child, like a son or anything like that. No, that's not what I'm talking about. There are people on social media who think social media is a safe space for them to talk about weird stuff, and they think it's completely fine, which makes it even worse. A boy mom refers to a mother who is really insanely infatuated with their son or too focused on their son and stuff like that, right? And in today's video, we are going to be talking about boy moms, especially on TikTok. And like I said, just a little disclaimer, I don't think every mom that has a son is a boy mom, okay? You could be a mother to a son, or you could be a boy mom, right? And some people who like claim their boy moms aren't actually like the stereotypical weird ones. So not everyone who claims to be a boy mom is a weirdo, okay? I'm just gonna talk about the ones who project their weirdness onto social media and stuff like that. And before we get started with this video, we're on the road to 200 subscribers, and I really hope that y'all could help me out by liking and subscribing. We crushed the last goal of getting 100 subscribers with the last video, so I would really just appreciate a like and subscribe. And I just hope y'all enjoy the rest of the video. Now let's go ahead and get this video started by talking about their weird infatuations with their sons. So we found our first video on TikTok, and we're gonna go ahead and go react to the video. Don't mind the headphones, they've been through a lot. All right, so I have the audio muted, but we're gonna go ahead and read this. So let's go ahead and strap in, lock in. Raising a preteen boy as a single mom is so weird. It's like having a broke boyfriend. They are moody, dry text, always want me to pick up food, says things I don't understand like 6'7", steals my charger, needs to know my exact location at every second trip. At every second, what a trip. Let's go look at the comments real quick. Weird analogy. Okay, yeah, no, and then there's a picture of Mad Pat just saying, please stop. You didn't have to make that analogy, okay? That's just a son, okay? You could just say, my son. You don't say like a broke boyfriend. That's just so weird, bro. Equating your son to a lover is something so weird to me. How do you not see that? We're losing the plot here, bro. Oh my gosh, no, it is not like having a broke significant other. It's just having a offspring, a child, okay? Please do not compare your kids to like a boyfriend or anything like that. And like I said, today is going to be more or less where there's gonna be a lot of TikTok showing off these boy moms, right? Actually, next up, funny enough, this is not a TikTok, this is a tweet. It's an old tweet from a while ago. Let's go ahead and show that tweet from a while ago. So the tweet reads, I seen my sons today. I was in complete shock. Like, boy, put that big thing away and respect your mother. This was in 2019 too. This was in 2019. So this was dang near 7 years ago, bro. What made you want to tweet that? Okay. Okay, what made you think, go through that event, go to your phone and then just say, yes, I'm gonna tweet this. And then you click post. You not at one point during that whole time did you say, I shouldn't post this. No. You went through the event, you typed it out. You probably misspelled some stuff too. You made sure, like that period was just terribly placed. That shouldn't have been posted, okay? That was just some weird stuff. I remember I saw that when I first saw it. I was like in complete utter shock. I think I made like that one thing, like I made that face, bro. I was like astounded, bro. I was like befuddled, if you will, hornswoggled. Another one like that. Next video. This one's a good one, okay? This video, I'm gonna go ahead and play it. Actually, I'm just gonna go ahead and play it first. This video seems like they're, a nice young couple. No, nigga, that's his mom. Now, I used to play football, and I don't think after any of my football games that I seen this. I don't think I've seen this on my team or the opponent's team too. I can't even explain that. I just don't know what to think. What made you not only do that, but you got someone to no. Look, this is exactly what happened. This is how I imagine what happened, right? Can you record this video of my me and my son, please? Yes, thank you. And then just press the record button when I say to go, right? Right before she says it, she jumps on her son. All right, press record now. What are we thinking, lady? What are we doing? No, you can hug your son, but you don't jump on him like that. Don't do that. Cause like when I first saw that video, I genuinely thought that was his girlfriend. No, I saw the original video when it first came out. I was like, oh, that's so nice. Like a, girlfriend or boyfriend, what I'm saying? After the game, he probably did good and stuff like that. Scroll. I see that same video. I see little Stitch. That's his mother. What? Big dog, what? I don't know what else to tell you, bro. Shenanigans aside, all that aside, like here we're gonna get into like the real actual problems of being a boy mom, like the weird boy moms that let their sons do anything, is the way they treat their own daughters and the way they also treat their sons' girlfriends. So I see a lot of videos, or I used to see a lot of videos of like moms who would just have their sons do nothing while they would like cook and clean and all that, and make sure like their daughters would like cook and clean for like their own brothers, which that's kind of weird in my opinion. But I guess in some, it's different in some cultures and stuff like that. But I always perceive it as weird because I mean, like, the son can still get up and go cook. Like me personally, I'd rather know how to cook because at some point I know I'm gonna be out there living alone, and if I don't know how to cook, then I'm cooked. Okay, like I could, yeah, order DoorDash and all that, but then I'm just gonna be broke. Usually when it comes to cooking, cooking is a way to save money, a way to, you know, not have to go out and always buy food from restaurants and stuff like that. That's how I've always perceived cooking, and also it's just a way of like survival, just in case like if you don't have any access to any restaurants, like maybe COVID or something like that. And I even saw this one TikTok video of this woman. She was like, it was like a weird video. I'm gonna show it now.
Get your funky ass in this motherfucking bag, bitch. Mommy, I can't get in. Girl, shut your funky ass up. You already the fuck out, so bitch, shut up.
But basically, it's weird because like, why are you acting this way to your daughter if you wanted a boy? Like I mean, like, yeah, cool, I want a son, but if I had a daughter, I'm not finna just sit up here and say like, yeah, you're supposed to be a boy, loser. Like, what? No. So say I have a wife and she has a daughter, okay, I'm not finna sit up here and just be upset about that. This can go into a whole nother topic about gender reveals and stuff like that, and how like people like act over gender reveals. That's not the topic at hand today, but I will make that video some point in the future about gender reveals and stuff like that and the problems with that. But back on topic, if I had a daughter, I'd be just as ecstatic, because the fact that I had a kid is a blessing is just a blessing in general, boy or girl. It doesn't matter. I had a kid, that's a blessing. Some niggas can't reproduce, that's just the truth. Be it genetically a disease, some niggas can't reproduce. That's just it. It is what it is. Let me get back on topic. I get off topic so easily. It's like a subtopic of the topic. And I'm about to show you this video of like this one lady who actually experienced being a daughter of a boy mom.
And here's why it sucks. Did you know that my 35-year-old brother does not do his own laundry? In fact, he takes 2 baskets of laundry to my mother and grandmother's house every other week, and they do his laundry for him. You want to know how out of touch my mother and my brother are with the reality that my sister and I have kids? For Christmas, they wanted to go to the casino. Who the fuck goes to the casino when you have kids on Christmas? But of course, you know, my mother and brother can live this lavish lifestyle in their minds because they don't have the same responsibilities. Now, my mom has all her kids are grown. She had us around 18 or 19 years old. My brother doesn't even have custody of his kids. So I'm trying to fathom, compute in my mind, why you thought going to the casino on Christmas was a good idea. So these are just the chronicles of a woman who's been raised by a boy mom.
Yeah, I know. Weird stuff, right? 35 years old, can't do your laundry. Yeah, you're fucking cooked. Pack it up, buddy. I learned how to do my own laundry at 16, and I feel like that was still a little too late to learn how to do my own laundry. You're 35 years old, bro. There's no excuse for you not knowing how to do your laundry. And this goes into a topic of something I could talk about later, but this kind of does go hand in hand. But this is just how it goes generation to generation of like some people will see like how their moms treated like their brothers and brothers, mainly brothers, I don't know why I said sisters, and they will say like that's how you're supposed to treat the boys, that's how you're supposed to treat the girls, right? Because I mean, like a little like way back when women didn't really have too much rights, so of course they had to garner more to their sons. Just that's how society was, like up until like maybe like 40-50 years ago, really. But yeah, where they had to pander more to their sons because that's kind of how you have to do it in the household, and the daughters aren't as important. They're seen to be like they're supposed to just be housewives and stuff like that. They can't really do much. You can see how it goes generation to generation of how the son always gets treated with way more respect than the daughters do, and the daughters have to do more cleaning and cooking while the sons can sit on their asses and do absolutely nothing with their lives and just be a bunch of bum ass niggas. I'm glad the generations is like it's starting to break of like, oh, you gotta garner to your son. No, love your kids equally, okay? It doesn't matter if they're a boy or a girl. I don't care. And I'm gonna make this take right now, and if you don't agree with me, then that's cool. But if you have a kid and you're mad that it's like not a boy, or you're mad it's not a girl, then I mean, you shouldn't be a parent, to be honest with you. If you're mad that it's a certain gender, then I don't think you should be a parent. You should be glad if it's a boy or a girl. I don't mind you prefer having a boy or preferring to have a girl, but if you straight up get mad that you're having the gender that you didn't want, then you shouldn't be a parent. Not everyone should be parents, okay? That's just the truth. Not everyone is built to be a parent. Now we're gonna talk about the girlfriends. Boy moms will try to compete with the girlfriends because some boy moms want it to where the son loves the mom the most. They want it to be like the mom and then any other girl in the life, like right here in like the bot, like down to the floor, like down in hell type stuff. I think that's pretty weird. And there's just one clip of LeVar Ball, and I've always kind of kept this clip in my just in my mind of how it should go, right? So to give background to this clip, Lonzo was going, it was either Lonzo or one of the Ball brothers, and they were going into the game, and one of their cousins were saying, oh yeah, his mom's like doing real bad because I think she had like cancer or something like that. She has like some sort of sickness, right? And he was like, Lonzo was like feeling like real bad, like, and of course his mother, and I'm not saying the Ball brothers moms are like a weird boy mom or anything like that. Like LeVar said this, he said, that's my woman, I got her type stuff, right?
So when your mama, you thinking she gonna die, your mind ain't even right. He didn't even want to play in the tournament. I said, son, go ahead. Let me tell you this. That's your mama, but that's my woman. I got her. And then the way it was told to him, it was kind of raggedy, which is one of his cousins called Lonzo while he was at school and told him, your mom's about to die. I just got out of surgery with your mom. She had a stroke. She'll be all right though. That's what I was going to give it to him like that, as opposed to hearing it, because Lonzo's manager right now had told him, he said, man, LeVar, he out here balling like he can't stop crying. And I'm like, man, bring him to me and let me fix this thing. So I didn't want him coming up there seeing her with her head all cut off, stitches in her head. Let me do this. Yeah, I'll let you see her when I get her home. That way we know she home. So go ahead and keep playing basketball, because she would be like, man, go ahead and play.
And that's how I feel the hierarchy should go, right? It should go your wife, your kids, and then your mother, right? Because look, you and your wife, once your kids move out, that's all you have. That's all you have, right? And then your kids, of course, your kids, I feel like the kids are at right here with your wife, right? Because they depend on you and stuff like that, right? And your mom should be at the bottom, just because your mom has a man. Hopefully, I'm not gonna make an assumption that everyone's mother is but your mom hopefully does have a man like that takes care of her and stuff like that. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, when you grow up and you have a wife and you have a kid, it shouldn't be your responsibility to take care of your mother, especially if she's healthy, unless she has like some sort of disease and she needs to be taken care of. And then there's this one TikToker who makes a bunch of skits about like toxic boy moms and stuff like that, and she's really good at this. She should be like an actress, because sometimes I don't even know if I feel like that she might become a boy mom, like the way she acts. I'm gonna go ahead and show one of the videos though. I thought it was pretty funny, and I thought it was also, pretty important to this video and stuff like that. So I'm going to go ahead and show you that video.
Why are you trying to destroy the relationship that I have with my precious baby boy, huh?
Oh my gosh, I'm not trying to ruin anything. I love your son very much. I would never do that.
No. Don't you dare use the L word. You don't love him. You don't even know what love is. I love him. I'm in love with him. I'm the one that gave him life. I watched him take his first breath. I watched him take his first steps. And what you're not gonna do, you evil little witch, you, is walk into his life and try to take my place.
No. I would never try to take your place. I respect your relationship with your son so much. I promise.
I call bullshit. What you're trying to do is ruin my life. And sweetheart, it's working, but I'm not gonna let you win. I am not gonna let you win. I'm the first woman that's ever loved him. I'm the first woman he's ever loved, and I'll be the only woman he ever loves. Do you understand
I think
that?
it's possible for him to love the both of us at the same time, just in different ways. It really is.
You dare break his heart? I'll be here to break your face.
Yeah, no, she's good. She's good at what she does. But let's get on to the last topic of this video. The last point I want to make is the fact that some boy moms will just enable their kids being a bunch of evil ass dickheads. I'm not going to show too many TikTok clips for this one, because after this point, I want to just go ahead and just kind of just spill out like my whole viewpoint and stuff like that, just for my own like mental clarity that I actually got my point across in this video. So I'm just going to show one TikTok clip for this one, but it's just one lady who was talking about her son, and basically saying that like the fourth one could basically do no wrong in her eyes, right?
Never thought that I would be that toxic boy mom. I love my 4 kids equally, but that last little boy just hits different.
Hits different. Now listen, I love all my kids equally, except that last one who I do prefer.
Now I feel like I'm having this existential crisis. Before I wouldn't be that mom, that toxic boy mom. He hits his sisters, he punches them. I'm like, maybe he's having a hard day.
Oh, no, brilliant. That's the right message to send. I guess I spoke too soon. Maybe the last little boy does hit different. Is this something you're proud of? Your daughters fear the day he forgets his PE bag.
When I think about my son's wedding, I want to cry.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it'll be a very special day. The wedding of the abusive man you're raising. What colour themes do you think he'll go for? Black and blue?
And I think that was a pretty weird video because like the fourth one, it talking about like punching your sisters, so like that, like it's like, oh, he must have had a bad day. That's really bad. And like that's to the point where you're enabling your own kid to do bad stuff. Like I get it, being a parent, you want to be on your kid's side at the first point, but like you still have to discipline your kids. And if they did wrong, no kid should have like a certain type of treatment that the other 2 kids shouldn't, because that's when you get into the point of their being entitled and spoiled. And that's where you get to the point where you failed as a parent, because they're going to be living with you for years and they're not going to want to move out the house because they don't know anything else. They don't know the real world. They don't know how to do their laundry. They don't know how to cook. They don't know how to clean or anything like that. That's where you get to the point of it's just not going to work out for them in the real world. Like natural selection is generally going to get them if they ever get kicked out the house. As much as that kind of sucks for the kid, because it's not really the kid's fault that the parent, that they just took advantage of the parent. Let me reword that. It's not the kid's fault because the parent just kept enabling the kid and the kid didn't know any better, and that's how the kid thinks. And it would take an extensive amount of therapy to even try to break down that thought process of, oh, I deserve the whole entire world and stuff like that. The point I'm trying to get across here is you should not put your kids on a pedestal. All kids should be treated equally and they should be disciplined equally. Once you get to the point of, you know, one kid can do something bad but they don't get disciplined, and the other kid does something like not as bad but they get disciplined, then that's where you get to the point of this kid right here is going to just do a whole bunch of heinous shit and you're gonna just enable it. And that's how bad people kind of come to fruition. Not every bad person is entitled, I'm not gonna say that, but sometimes they can come to it from their mothers enabling them and their mothers protecting them. This is a more serious, this isn't like I said, this is a more serious part of the video, so I like, that's why I'm kind of just talking in this sort of tone just to get my views aside or how I truly feel about this. Loving your son is not a crime, but being obsessed with your son is weird. And how I want to explain that is, yes, love your child, but don't put your child to the point where they are like a boyfriend to you, or they're like they can do no wrong in your eyes, or they're 10 times better than their daughters, or you're the number 1 woman in their life and it's gonna stay like that. No, don't do that bullshit, okay? We're getting to the end of the video, so like I said, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. I hope I got the point across of why boy moms are genuinely disgusting in my opinion and are weirdos. If y'all enjoyed the video, I would appreciate if y'all like, subscribe, comment down below if I missed anything. I would really love for just to hear y'all's perspective on this. My Discord and Twitch are linked in the description down below if y'all want to just, you know, throw your boy a follow on Twitch and then join the Discord or something like that. I'd appreciate that. And if not, then I enjoyed y'all's time, and until the next time.